Now that I have all the letters in my kangaroo, I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to outline all of my pencil lines. When you are working with Sharpie, remember you want to be on top of your portfolio, or if you don't have a portfolio, you want to take another piece of paper, like this is my scrap paper, and put it underneath, so then when I outline, I won't accidentally make marks on the table. And you can just start by doing the outline and just taking your time and going over every single pencil line so that they are black. Actually, I'm going to skip this part because it's inside. Remember, we want this to look kind of like a silhouette, so you're not seeing the inside details, you're just seeing the outside details. And it's not a big deal. If you look here, I kind of missed my line a little bit. I'll show you how to fix that when we're finished. Now that I have outlined my whole kangaroo and the letters, I want to go back with an eraser and erase any of the marks that I still see from my pencil marks. If you have missed any of the lines, you just want to go back and erase them. It's not a big deal, but we want it to look nice and neat. So I'm just going to go back and check over all of my lines. And if you were drawing light until you got it right, chances are all these eraser marks will come off. Now, instead of sweeping all these eraser crumbs on the floor, we're going to want to take it over to the garbage can and shake it off. Now, the final step that we're going to do to our concrete poetry is we're going to put in patterns in the negative space. So the positive space is where the letters are in our animal, and the negative spaces are the spaces in between. On this example, I have a space here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. We're going to want to try to do a different pattern for each different space. You want to think about doing a complex pattern to fill those in. And you might need to use a thinner Sharpie, especially if you have smaller shapes. So most of my shapes are pretty small. So I'm going to start with one of the patterns that I remember from the Zentangles, and we'll go through a couple of them. I'm going to start with circles. I'm going to fill in the center one, and I'm going to draw 2 circles around it. And if they touch, instead of continuing my circles, you see I'm just skipping over those spots. Let me go down here. And there I have one pattern done. Here I'm going to do a checkerboard line. I'm going to first draw the checkerboard. And then inside of it, I'm going to draw another square. And it's not showing up too well. So I think what I'll do is just make it a checkerboard. So I'll color in this one, and then this one, and then I'll maybe make that into a dot. For this filling in part, I might want to use a thicker marker because that will make it go a little bit quicker. You just want to be careful not to go too far so you can't see those shapes. There we go. And I'm just going to continue that throughout.
So here I'm just doing a zigzag pattern. I'm going to want to make this a little bit more complicated. So you should probably have at least 2 different parts to each of your patterns. So now what I'll do is I will draw lines that go perpendicular in every other line. And I'll just continue
Do this to fill up all the spaces.